Good evening and welcome to our 9 p.m. English news brought to you live by RTD. Harare Regional President. Africa Business Morocco for a stronger South-South cooperation. The head of state, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, received today the Presidential Palace, the Harare Regional Executive Committee President, Mr. Mourad Abdul Hadi, who is currently visiting our country. Several subjects on the common interest concerning the socio-cultural relation between the population of the sub-region were mentioned during the interview. Beyond the border, the Djibouti and Harare population in Ethiopia share many human, culture, social and regional values. Mr. Mourad Abdul Hadi is currently visiting Djibouti at the invitation of the President of the National Assembly. He attended the solemn sitting of the second regular session of so-called Parliamentary Assembly yesterday.
Opening session, and the parliamentarians and the people of Djibouti welcome us as brotherly peoples. So today I meet with the President Omar Guelleh, Ismail Omar Guelleh. He is welcoming us as friendly countries. So I would like to thank all the officials, the President, and the people of Djibouti to invite us and to welcome us. Those two countries are, in the name, are different, but economically, socially, culturally, as one country. We are operating and cooperating electricity, water, other economical section. So my visit here strengthens for future cooperation.
The Assembly President, Mr. Mohamed Ali Hamad, stressed that he wished to invite Mr. Mourad Abdul Hadi to attend a guest of honor for a formal sitting of the second ordinary session of the Assembly, referred to as a vegetarian session. And the authority of the parliamentarian chairman Mohamed Ali Hamad, the executive committee and the chairman of various committees met today. The objective of this meeting was the approval of the 9 bills. These bills have already been passed in the assembly. The meeting was attended by the Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Mohamed Kamil. In addition, of the next session will be entirely devoted to the approval of budget 2016-2017 and the start of 2018 review. The Minister of Defense in charge of relations with the parliamentarian, His Excellency Ali Hassan Bahdon, today received in his office the Ambassador of France to Djibouti, Mr. Guillaume Christophe. The audience was attended by the technical advisor to the Minister, Colonel Youssef Guelleh, and the Defense Attaché to France, Ambassador Colonel Laval. During the discussion, both sides welcomed the quality and exciting military cooperation between the Republic of Djibouti and the French Republic. The Minister of the Finance and Economy, Mr. Ilyas Musa Dawale, received a delegation of businessmen of Turkish affairs led by Mr. Volgu Kazova, accompanied by the President of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Yusuf Musa Dawale, and Mr. Saeed Del Wais. The discussion have door in broader relationship between the two countries, trade and economy between the two countries. A workshop on the code of implementation of tax in the region has been organized at the People Palace. More detail in this video. The Minister of Labour and Administration Reform has been made a speech this morning in which he unveiled the new implementation of new procedure of human resource and management. Let us listen to the Minister, please.
Que je préside a été mise en place ayant pour mission la réactualisation des effectifs du personnel fonctionnaire et conventionné soldés sur le budget national.
The Secretary of State for Youth and Sport, to achieve his objective in order to strengthen the image and the quality of sport and Djiboutian youth, was held yesterday morning in Djibouti at the stadium of Hassan Goulet. The walk of training course organized by the Secretary of State for Youth and Sport in collaboration with the Conference of Ministers of Youth and Sport of the Francophonie. A delegation of Turkish businessmen has been staying in Djibouti since yesterday in anticipation of the organization of a major meeting with their Djiboutian counterparts and parallel to work of Djibouti-Turkish Joint Ministerial Committee. The delegation is composed of about 20 people and the head, Mr. Volkan Kadova. This delegation was received by the President of the Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Yusuf Musa Dawale, in the presence of several Djiboutian economy operators affiliated to the Chamber of Commerce. Djibouti and Turkish businessmen will form a joint council to facilitate relation and contact between economy partners. During this meeting, several questions concerning the economy and commercial exchange of the service were addressed. The Joint Council will be composed of private sector representatives from both parties, ambassadors from Djibouti to Ankara and from the Turkey to Djibouti took part in this meeting. During this meeting at the Chamber of the Commerce, several personalities took the floor: the ambassador of Djibouti in Turkey and the Turkish ambassador in Djibouti and the head of the delegation of Turkish businessmen. For this part, the ambassador of Djibouti welcomed the Turkish investor. Listen to them, please. The head of Djiboutian Coast Guard, Colonel Wais Omar Bokoure, met this morning the Director General of International Organization for Migrants, Mr. William Swing. William Swing has been able to visit the equipment and facilitate the Coast Guard, including the boat and marine resources using for coastal surveillance and the fight against illegal immigration via the sea. Mr. William Swing praised the admirable work carried out by the Coast Guard and the result obtained. The National Security Fund launched yesterday the service of payment of the pension at the home for retired Prudent elderly people with very fragile. The team composed of inspector, the main cashier to pay the pension in a white coat. The doctor accompanied the mission to establish a diagnosis on the state of the health. These pregnant people are chosen the first retired to receive in their home their pension. The objective of this unpredicted operation is to strengthen on one hand a policy proximity in favor of these affiliated, on the restoring health of moving to the CNSS. The director of Djibouti National Water Board announced that as part of the work to rehabilitate and extending the water supply system in the city of Djibouti, work on the installation of drinking water pipe will be carried out on the lower side of Road of Venice. The walk will take place over 2 days, Friday 6 October 2018 and Saturday 7 October from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. And now let us move on to international news. Experienced this man and personality were taken to share with the audience presence at the closing of the Conference on Development of Africa in Casablanca, Morocco. More detail with Eid Mohammed.
Overcoming physical barriers would, according to the Morocco Ministry of Commerce, Industry, Investment and Digital Economy, go beyond the moral barriers. Moulay Hafid believed in a strong and prosperous Africa. As His Majesty King Mohammed VI said, Africa must have confidence in Africa, and the fact that South-South relations are increasingly strong with the emergence of talents and large groups dreaming of a better future, with success as striking as those we see around us, says Hafid, the Ministry of Commerce. According to the Morocco Ministry of Trade, resources are not lacking to ensure Africa's development. It is in a way one of the great satisfactions of this encounter. This type of forum contributes greatly to crystallize all the riches of which our continent abound. Indeed, a few decades ago we were considered to be a dead continent. Today we are said to be the continent of the future. I think we are a continent of the future, and we have our place to take. It is there and it is waiting for us. We have to be able to win our strides, and we have the energy and the ability to do it, he said. The new champion of the South are invited to place the human capital at the heart of the development by taking inspiration from international development model with the aim of creating new management methods to better adapt to current market conditions.
That's all for this evening news. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a wonderful evening.